Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Explore and Engage with Anam. Mike Pence has decided to suspend his presidential campaign. I met Mike Pence more than once. He came to Wisconsin during the presidential campaign before the 2016 election. He was a great choice for vice president at the time. I think when Donald Trump picked Mike Pence, who was the governor of Indiana at the time, when Donald Trump picked Mike Pence as his VP candidate, I think that was a great decision. Obviously, it worked out well because the Trump-Pence ticket won the 2016 election, and Donald Trump went on to become the president, and Mike Pence went on to become the vice president of the United States. Now, obviously, we know that Donald Trump and Mike Pence have lots of differences of opinions. We know that now. And for the 2024 presidential election, Donald Trump is running, and Mike Pence was also running separately. He had his own campaign. And now Mike Pence, former VP Mike Pence, has decided to suspend his campaign. So what that means is, for the upcoming presidential debate, we will not be seeing Mike Pence on stage because he is no longer running to be the president. And what about Donald Trump? That's the question. Is he going to be on stage for the third GOP presidential debate? Reportedly, Donald Trump will not be participating in the third debate. Remember, former President Donald Trump skipped the first two GOP debates, GOP presidential debates of the 2024 election season. Trump did not participate in the debate that took place in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and the former president also did not participate in the debate that took place in California. Now, naturally people ask, is that a good decision? Is it a good strategy to skip the GOP presidential debates while running for president as a GOP candidate, as a Republican? For former President Donald Trump, it may be the right decision. Donald Trump is leading in the polls. He's the top candidate from the GOP side. He does not need to debate. And debates are for candidates to share their views, to talk about policies, and to try to convince voters. And you know, when you look at Donald Trump, he is not like the other primary candidates. He's different because he has already served as the president of the United States. This is not the first time that he is running for president. And so I think it's fine for him to skip the debates, while other candidates, I think for them it's important to show up for a debate and to try to explain their views and their policies to voters and try to win their support. But Donald Trump, he really doesn't need to participate in the GOP presidential debates. People already know who he is. The Americans know his views and they know about his policies. And so there's really nothing to introduce on a debate stage. People know very well. After all these years, people know what policies Donald Trump supports, what his beliefs are, what kind of laws he would support, what's his policy positions on different things. People already know that. People have an understanding of what kind of policies Donald Trump supports. Now, Trump is never shy about appearing on camera. He has been a public figure for many years. And in fact, he is a celebrity. He has been a celebrity for many, many years. And so a lot of people know him. They have seen him on television even before he decided to run for the office of the president. For years, Donald Trump has been using social media to express his opinions, and he has also gotten into debates with people who disagree with him. He used social media a lot to interact with his supporters as well. So in terms of being out in front of the public, Donald Trump has always done that for years. And being on a debate stage for the 2024 presidential election and a debate stage with other primary GOP candidates, I don't think it's going to do much for his campaign. He really does not need to be on the debate stage. That's my viewpoint. You may disagree with me. If you do, please let me know. You can go to tossifanam.net. You can send me a message and share with me your thoughts. My friends, the debate stage, the GOP primary debate stage, is for those who need to elevate their profile in front of the American voters. Donald Trump doesn't need to do that. People already know who he is. And whether you like or dislike Donald Trump, I think you can agree with me that Trump does not need an hour or 2 hours of publicity on a debate stage to win people's support. Trump has other ways to bypass the debate stage and still stay in front of the public. In fact, Donald Trump, he has his own social media platform, Truth Social. I can understand that people have different thoughts about Truth Social. Some like it, some don't. And in the same way, there are people who agree with Trump and there are those who don't. But what's really interesting is the fact that the Biden campaign, the Joe Biden campaign, has launched an account on Truth Social. That's very interesting. Just think about it. Every day, the 2024 presidential, the presidential campaigns, if you're paying attention to the different campaigns, this whole 2024 presidential season, it just becomes more interesting as days go by. On the GOP side, just a quick update, Larry Elder dropped out of the race. I have talked about it in a previous podcast episode. And on the Democratic side, Congressman Dean Phillips from Minnesota has jumped into the race as a primary challenger. And remember, author Marianne Williamson is also running. She's also running as a Democrat. And what about Robert F. Kennedy Jr., something that I mentioned before? Robert F. Kennedy Jr., RFK Jr., is running for the office of the president, but he is running as an independent. My friends, share with me your thoughts about who you are supporting in the presidential race. My friends, I talked about social media a little bit today. Let me also just highlight, I am on Facebook, I am on Twitter, I am on Instagram. You can connect with me on social media. Please visit my website, www.tossifanam.net. And when you go to my website, you can not only find links to my social media accounts, you can also sign up for my e-newsletter. Connect with me on social media. Please don't forget to sign up for my e-newsletter and share with me your thoughts by sending me a message. And finally, what I want to say before concluding this episode is that I thank you for continuing to listen to my podcast. I hope to be back again soon with a new episode of Explore and Engage with Anam.